Well, hello again. One of the other most common questions we get is, can I lose X a number of pounds by the certain date, or how much weight will I lose on induction? It's invariably somebody who has an important event coming up, wedding or a birthday party or a conference that they need to attend, and they want to appear being so many pounds thinner that they are now. And usually that amount is a specific amount, either related to the last time that they felt thin or the last time that they were happy with their weight. And one of the things that we invariably respond is that weight loss is an intensely personal thing. It's dependent upon a number of different factors, and which makes forecasting or predicting somebody's weight loss, even in induction, a very different thing, because many people react to induction or the loss of weight in a variety of different ways. Some people's bodies are metabolically resistant to losing that weight. But one of the things that we normally toss out as a generality is that most people tend to lose 5 to 10% of their eventual weight loss goal during induction. Therefore, if you need to lose 100 pounds, you can expect to lose anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds during induction. That's not a guarantee, because some people obviously lose more than that, and obviously, conversely, some people lose less than that. I could tell you what I lost during induction, but that wouldn't help you very much, because you're not me. I lost 18 pounds during induction during the first 2 weeks, but I had over 200 pounds to lose, so obviously my 18 pounds fell right into that 5 to 10%. However, you can help yourself in guaranteeing that weight loss at 5 to 10% by doing everything as prescribed, such as drinking enough water. You can exercise. If you don't exercise, you can't expect to see the same results as someone who does exercise. Also, those that do a completely cheat-free induction, i.e. they skip all the illegal foods, they don't try to take a cheat bite of pizza or pastry and try to hold on to the last remaining bits of their old diet, they won't typically see the benefits that those that attempt to do it cheat-free do. And also, going back to the can I lose X amount of weight by X date, to me that reeks of a crash diet mentality, as opposed to someone trying to learn a lifelong way of eating. The Atkins Diet is not intended to be, and low carb in general is not intended to be, a lose weight really quickly, then hop off and go back to eating the way you really were before. In order for weight loss to be a permanent thing, one needs to make permanent changes to one's diet, which includes dropping or cutting back of your carbohydrates, not in totality. You don't eliminate the eating of carbohydrates, and at the end, one could add in moderation eating of breads again. However, in order to make permanent changes and make sure that the weight stays off permanently, one has to realize how their body can tolerate adding those carbohydrates back into their diet. Also, dropping weight just to drop the weight invariably leads to externalizing the weight loss rather than internalizing it. You're losing it for another event rather than losing it for yourself. So once that event is gone, what's to drive you or keep you from maintaining that weight loss? Suddenly your focus, your reason for losing weight is gone. What's going to keep you through and persevere on the low carb diet afterwards? That's one of my other concerns. Additionally, what happens if you don't make that specific weight loss? What if you had, I need to lose 50 pounds by my wedding in November, and what do you know? It gets to be November and you lost 40 pounds, which is a phenomenal amount. And if you ask the person at the start, would you rather be 40 pounds down or back where you currently are, you would have seen the person at the starting line say, hey, I would rather be 40 pounds down than where I'm at today. It's like the guy who is just starting racing, runs off in his first 10K and does it in an hour rather than the 50 minutes he was hoping to do. Well, you know what? That guy who ran that 10K in the 1 hour is that much further ahead, knows that much more about themselves on how to run that 10K than the guy who, if he had never ran or trained for that 10K in the beginning. This is not to say that setting many goals is a bad thing. Having many goals along the way are important to motivate you and to keep you to continue on your weight loss. It's those small milestones around the way and achieving those milestones that actually stand as markers that you are being successful, that you are not sticking with who you used to be, that you can point to those markers that you've come back to and say, I'm no longer that person that ate whatever I could eat and was not in control of my eating. You know, it's those types of markers that actually propel you on to further weight loss rather than set in pessimism that you might not have, that you're not at size 40 pants sooner than 4 weeks into the diet. It's knowing that you've come that far that is the optimistic side rather than the pessimistic side. I certainly set goals along my way. There were certainly a lot of places where I said, I want to be such weight by such date. And in the end, I realized that it wasn't the goal that was the most important part. It was everything that I learned along the way that was the most important part. With commitment, you will certainly make goal in your body's own time. If that timeline coincides with what you think it should be, all the better. If it's faster, my hat's off to you. Congratulations. If it is not on that schedule, I can only hope that you've learned many new things along the way, that you learned new low-carb foods, and additionally, you learned how that you may maintain that goal to the long term, that you may never reach those higher weights again. And with that, I'd like to bid you adieu for the day, and I look forward to making my next video. Thank you very much.